Grey's Anatomy Season 15 has been dubbed the Season of Love, and the producers of Grey's Anatomy have said that Meredith is going to be getting a new love interest this season, and apparently that new love interest is How I Met Your Mother's Josh Radnor, and I have to say, I am not excited with this casting. Now, after Derek died in Season 11, they brought in Scott Elrod, who played Dr. William Thorpe, to be a potential love interest for Meredith. That didn't work out. And then they brought in Martin Henderson as well. Now, Martin Henderson was a main character. He had a whole backstory with Owen. And Nathan Riggs was also a love interest for Meredith. But then, you know, his wife came back from the dead, and that love interest also died off. But to bring on Ted Mosby, essentially, I think is a major mistake, because I don't think Josh Radnor is right for the material of Grey's Anatomy. I don't think he's dramatic enough, and I think in comedy he's perfect, but the issue that television actors fall into is once you've been cast in a certain role for so long, you can't break that role. And How I Met Your Mother ran for 9 seasons, and he's really Ted Mosby. And that's unfortunate, but the same thing really applies to Ellen Pompeo. Like, she's really Meredith Grey. Like, she's not going to be able to probably get to do another role beyond Meredith, which is fine, because Meredith pays the bills. Meredith is a fantastic character to be. But when you've been Meredith Grey for 15 seasons, the world is only going to see you as Meredith Grey, and I really feel the same 100% applies to Josh Radnor as Ted Mosby. And I could think of a couple other actors to possibly be Meredith's love interest, because I think they're more dramatic and they fit the material better. The first one, and I think truly the best, would be Matthew Fox from Lost, also an ABC show. Matthew Fox was was the lead, and he's a great actor. There's also Colin O'Donoghue from Once Upon a Time, who's Captain Hook. I think that would also be a fantastic idea. Now, Colin O'Donoghue apparently has another project going on, but I would have cast him. Then also from Once Upon a Time, there was Gil McKinney, who played Prince Eric. And I'm not just being like, oh, let's just put all the Once Upon a Time actors onto Grey's Anatomy. I truly think that Colin O'Donoghue, Gil McKinney, and Matthew Fox would be better suits for the material of Grey's Anatomy than Josh Radnor. Now, another thing I want to briefly talk about, and the article is so sparse with mentioning details, we don't know his profession, but more than likely with Grey's Anatomy, he's going to be a doctor. But I really think it would be beneficial to the character of Meredith to date someone who's not a doctor, because it allows for a drama, and it also just allows for a bit more connection to the character of Meredith, because not every doctor dates a doctor. It's a little unrealistic. It's not like every doctor's siblings are doctors. Like with Derek, every one of his siblings was a doctor. With Meredith, all of her siblings were doctors. You know, Alex had siblings who were not doctors because his family was unfortunately messed up, and they dealt with a lot of issues that we found out about as we watched the show. But most of the characters had doctor siblings and doctor love interest. So I would really like that Josh Radnor's character not be a doctor, but more than likely he will be. So how do you feel about that? Would you prefer him to be a lawyer, maybe a blue-collar worker, or do you want him to be a doctor? There's plenty of ways to have him fit in with Meredith, because he's going to be brought to her by Cece, who is her matchmaker. So anyway, what do you guys think about Josh Radnor, aka Ted Mosby, being cast in Grey's Anatomy? Do you think he's a fit for the material, or would you prefer to see someone else in the material? What do you think about the other actors I briefly just listed to be on Grey's Anatomy? I really think that Matthew Fox would be an ideal candidate to be a love interest for Ellen Pompeo. So anyway, guys, share your thoughts in the comments below. There is a sneak peek that just came out. I will post a link to that in the video description, and I have a link to the article in the video description as well, so that way you guys can check out more Grey's Anatomy news. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll talk real soon. All right, guys. Bye.